Ecamm Fam, what's good, y'all? What is good? Let me adjust myself. It's been a couple weeks, y'all, so I gotta get resituated. Shout out to Ecam and the Leap into Podcasting conference last week. Who of you? Which one of you guys were on last week? Did anybody tune into the Leap into Podcasting conference? Let us know. Let us know. But yes, we're back in action, y'all. Happy Thursday, happy Friday, Saturday, whatever day it is that you're watching this. If you're here live, welcome. If you're on a replay squad, what is good? So it's great to see everybody. We got a good one. Let me just say hey to some folks. Brian, what is good, man? Great to see you from Toronto. We got Baltimore in the house. American Troy, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Valerie, happy Thursday. Welcome. Miss you guys too, man. It's been a couple weeks, and it's been a whirlwind of a couple weeks too, in a good way. Mr. Moderator, I appreciate you, my brother. So you were at the conference last week. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yes, got some more podcast content coming soon. But today we're talking about courses, creating dope course videos using Ecamm. So I know I briefly mentioned that I created a course earlier this year with Ecamm. It's more of like a mini course, and I recently created one this week as well, which is my signature course. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of a behind the scenes look at that. And also I wanted to create a new one, like a random sample course on the fly. So if you guys have any ideas for like a sample course name, let me know. Start thinking of like a random course name that we could create like some branding and some graphics for really quickly. And I'll show you how I set that up inside of Ecamm. Okay. So let me take one more sip of my coffee from my Ecamm mug here. All right, y'all. So Mr. Moderator says replays for Leap will be posted on Monday. Awesome. Cool. All right, y'all. We're going to get into it. So the first thing I'm going to show you is, I guess, the first iteration of what my course looked like, and then the most recent iteration of it, and kind of talk through it a bit, just so you can see a couple different ways that you could do it. Okay. But spoiler alert, I'm using overlays and I'm configuring the scenes a certain way where it makes it really dope. It makes it really dynamic. So I feel like Ecamm, I don't know. I haven't spoken to enough people, but I feel like not enough people use Ecamm for this purpose, and you really could, because you can make your course that much more dynamic and engaging and exciting, right? So I feel like we're still at the beginning of a huge boom. Probably for the next 50 years, as people transition from traditional, university type education to education created by dope folks, entrepreneurs and people who have actually been in business and built great things, who are teaching their systems to other folks, right? So like myself, transitioning from graphic design into coaching, recently hit the $1 million milestone in my business by the grace of God. So I'm transitioning into coaching right now. So that's one of the reasons I created the signature program, to show other designers how to have a successful freelance graphic design business. All right. So I want to show you guys kind of like the first iteration, and then show you the most recent one and kind of talk through it a bit. And if you guys could just think of like a random name. I see we have a couple suggestions already. Everything in moderation. Or moderator 101, GoPro, Social Media Academy, live streaming course creator academy, boom, shake the room, creative education, creative. I don't. Okay, got you. Okay, I thought that was another name for a podcast. Cool. All right, y'all. So quickly, I'm gonna show you guys the first iteration of the course. You know what? I think I have it up here in one of these browsers. So just give me a second. So let me open up Chrome. Okay, and you know what? It'll be in Kajabi, y'all. Just give me 1 second here, y'all. I'm gonna just pull up my first course really quickly, and then show it to you guys just briefly. /login Let's log in. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen here. Okay. Creates screen share. Boom. All right. So you guys are tuned in to, I think I showed this in one of the first episodes. Oh, I think there was a clip posted in the Ecam group as well. So just put this on mute. So this is pretty much the layout. So I have like the title slide here, right? Hopefully this is big enough for you guys to see, but the title slide here, and then the actual slides look like this. So, and I'm using Keynote, so I'm gonna show you guys that as well, like how to use Keynote if you want to have like, let me fast forward it. If you want to have like certain bullets come in at certain times, you can use Keynote for that. So I'll show you how to do that. And there is an official tutorial coming on that as well. All right. So just kind of skip through here. Let me see. I think I had some stuff flip. Yeah. So you guys, did you see that? How like these things are flipping? So this is all live in Keynote. Of course, I'm fast forwarding it 2x speed. So yeah. So that's how you can do it in Keynote. But what I did this time, y'all, was a bit different. It's a bit different. Okay. So I'm going to show you that for a second. Oh, you know what? An easy way to show you is this. Okay. So let me get a piece of course material up really quickly. Let me see, clarify. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Clarify your market. Okay. Okay. You know, I can show you this really quickly, y'all. All right. So this is how the newer version looks. Oh, I think I'm just skipping through. Hold on 1 second. I want to find the final video. Clarify. Okay, hold up. Phase 2. Okay. All right, can you guys see this? Okay, so as you can see, this is how the newer version looks. Okay. So if we kind of skip through here, so I'm just using some overlays, and I have a PDF in this middle section. All right, so let me just turn the volume down. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So as I go through, I'm just sliding through. Let me see. I guess I don't do it here. Some PDFs, but in Ecam, it looks like this. So give me 1 second. Okay. Ecam scenes. All right. So Ecam looks like this. So this, did you see how that flipped? So it looks like this, but in the middle section, let me see. So for example, in this overlay section, I would do a screen share, but mostly I would be sharing a PDF like this. So I have like workbooks for each module, right? So, you know, this would kind of be like the title slide. I would say, all right, guys, welcome to phase 2, lesson 1, clarifying your target market. And then, you know, I would kind of walk through the workbook and kind of talk through certain points using my notes and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a different way to do it as opposed to slides, but it's still helpful, especially if, depending on your course, if you have workbooks and stuff that really needs to be talked through. And you could do a hybrid approach where you had part slides and part stuff like this, where it's like a screen share. You kind of like talking through the workbook, right? So this is kind of like the new and improved. I don't want to say new and improved, but like a newer way of kind of talking through it rather than throwing a bunch of content at them via the slides and the workbook, kind of actually talking through the workbook. So so this is just an example. So I kind of go through this as if they were slides, but really ask them questions, kind of expound on each point, and then talk through it. So those are the two quick ways that I did it. Like, and as you can see, they're kind of different, but still similar. And it just shows you the power of Ecamm, like how you can be pretty versatile with your courses. If you want to show your face, because of course that's not required, but it's always a plus. It's a way that you can kind of set yourself apart from your average course designer who may just be using Zoom or Loom to record their videos, and they have that little square box of their face. Okay, so yeah, a couple quick ways. So this way and then the other way. So let me see. All right, let me just check on G. Albert. What's going on? David, great to see you. James, great to see you. Okay. All right. I actually like play piano. That's a bit different. That's a bit different than the type of stuff that we typically talk about on this channel. So I think we'll probably rock with that one. I did want to show you guys. Let me see if I have the master class, because I used it I have like a webinar as well. And of course I used Ecamm for the master class. So, all right, here it is right here. All right. Of course I'm putting on my chapstick. Yep. So same pretty much format as the Wix course, as the first course I showed you guys, but then I'll kind of go through the masterclass like this with the slides. Okay. So as you can see, I actually use Keynote and kind of move through bit by bit. So we'll do that today as well, so you can see exactly how to do that. So you gotta love Ecamm, y'all. That's what I'll say. You gotta love Ecamm. Look, and then on this part, so at the end when I'm sharing my offer, I'm just up at the top. This is more similar to the Zoom type of style, but still, it's still interesting. It's still unique. I have my curved corners on here, and it's actually on the slide as opposed to off on the side. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, Ecamm is just so powerful, and you can just do so much. So yeah, it's like everything you need to create a premium course is right here, y'all. It is right here. I mean, you guys don't need the advertisement, but all right, now let's get into it. So we have play piano by ear. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick course for play piano by ear. So let's go ahead and create a logo for it. So I'm gonna open up Illustrator. We're gonna create a quick logo for it, but I'm going to cheat a little bit because of time. So I'm going to go to Adobe Stock and find a piano logo. Okay. All right. Which one can we do? All right, so let's just go with let me see if we can do piano P. All right. Let's go with this one. I'll download this. Standard license. Oh, I got a place an order. Well, we're just gonna place an order. I got some out of my assets for the month, so it is what it is. Okay, episode 15. All right, so we'll open this up in Illustrator. I'm gonna delete this, Command C. All right. We're gonna create a quick logo for y'all just tuning in. Appreciate it, Ministry Media. I appreciate it. Oh, I still have the the other screen. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're just going to do a quick logo for this. So I'm actually going to do P for piano. Piano. And let me move this preview window. Yeah, this is cool. We're going to do Nexa for the font. Or we could do, let's do true now. How about that? Okay. You know what? I feel like this is overpowering the actual P, so we'll make this weight a bit smaller, a bit thinner. Okay. Because we still want the P to be a focal point, right? Okay, so I'll leave that like that for now. And let's do play in a script just to give it some flavor. Let's try Bresley. Yeah, we'll stick with Bresley. Okay, so we'll do play, piano, and then let's do like ear like this. Let's do by. Play piano, by ear. Nope, that's doing too much. So let's do by like this. Okay, and we'll do by this. Black. Okay. So I don't know if I want capital P or lowercase p on here. Let me just check another font. See, we'll stick with Bresley. And I think I may go lowercase on the P because piano is a focal point. We don't want too many competing focal points. All right, so I'll move this over here. Piano, I may even make this a bit smaller. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. Move it over. By ear, smaller as well. Okay. Color wise, what color should we do, y'all? What color should we do? Step 2 after I create a course Ecam. It's a big movie file. Any recommendations? So I edit my stuff inside of Final Cut, and then I export it as M4V file, and that tends to, I think it's like Apple. I'd have to open it up and see, but it's like for Apple devices or something like that, like 4K for Apple devices. This is another thing. This most recent one I recorded in 1440p. as opposed to 4K, because it's actually 2560p or 2K instead of 4K, and it made the file sizes a lot smaller than they were before when I was recording it in 4K, and the quality still look better than 1080p. Okay. By in lowercase. I think we'll stick with it like this for now, because I can nitpick and sit here and do this all day. So yeah, we'll leave it like this for now. All right, play piano by ear. All right, what color should we use, y'all? Let's just look up a random color scheme. Let's do coolers.co. Accept, that's fine. Start the generator. Let's go. We don't need a tutorial. I like this one. Boom. So copy this hex code and 29. Yeah, so let's do this one first. So we'll just do by ear. Come back and copy this hex code, similar to this. So our white, let's actually chop this white out. Hold on. Command 8. I'm actually going to go ahead and chop this out of this. Okay. Then play, we'll go ahead and make the play this. Okay. I think this is good enough for now, y'all. It's good enough for now. Command 8. One more thing I want to do. Okay. Cool. All right, y'all. So we're going to rock with this. I feel like this peach color needs to be a little, hold on, a little brighter. So between this and this, let's make it a little brighter. Okay. Okay. Is that getting brighter? I feel like it isn't. Is something wrong with my eyes? I don't know. All right, y'all. So we're going to rock with this. Here's our logo. All right. So let me just save it real quick. PPBE. Okay. Logo. So I'm actually just going to copy out of this and go right into Affinity with it. So we open up Affinity. So I'm using Affinity Designer really quickly to create the overlays. I don't know what happened here. Why is this backwards? Okay. All right. So file new, and I'll do, we're just going to do 4K to be on the safe side. You know what? Let's do 2560 by 1440, which is 2K. You know what? The more universal appeal, we'll do 4K. 3840 by 2160. Or HD would be 1920 by 1080, but we'll just rock with this for now. And I'm going to create some a couple overlays really quickly for the course. So this is an artboard. And let's find an image of a piano in, can someone guess? Envato Elements. We're going to do piano. Photos. They just want like a piano like background. Okay, this is cool right here, but enough of that may not be shown. This is cool as well, but a lot of that won't be shown. I actually like this as well. This is cool too. So I think I'm gonna rock with this one. All right, let's just go to page 2 real quick, y'all. Because I want to be able to show the keys maybe at the top or the bottom. This one is speaking to me for some reason, so let's use this, okay? Okay, let's use this. All right, so now I'm going to place that. So this program is called Affinity Designer. It's the main design program that I use. So let's go ahead and paste this logo in here so we can start working with it. Command C, Command V. So let's see what colors we got. So if we end up making this color, let's see. Gradient map. So what a gradient map does is it allows you to choose a couple colors to use as the primary colors in the image. So let me just want to see what this looks like. Okay, so that's cool. I feel like it's a bit too bright, but it may work. So we'll use this for one of them, okay? And then I'm gonna duplicate this and then do like a light scheme for the other, like this. And I can go even lighter. So let's have one like this, okay? So now on this one, I'll do it similar to, let me show you. Where's my course? I'll do it similar to this, okay? So this is the look we're going for, all right, on this one. So let me pop back. Okay. So in this case, I'm gonna take the logo and make it all white because of course this looks terrible. Make it all white, okay? And I'll actually flip it because this logo on the keys, even though the keys are this orange, it may be a little difficult to see. So let me just flip this image to see if this looks better. It looks better, but I think I like the keys being on this side because our screen share of ourselves is going to be, we want to have it on this side. All right. So let's go ahead and create the actual, a screen share area for here. And then we're going to put our own overlay on this side. All right. So I just want to put a placeholder here so we'll know what we're working with. And I like to leave space down here, like whether it's for comments or anything. So it's probably just a habit, but let's try to use up as much space as possible. So then, yeah, once we pull it in the Ecam, we'll create an overlay like this. But let's see how it looks with the rounded corners. I think that's cool. 7%. I'll round these corners to at about, let's just do 5%. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these. I'm going to create a rectangle because I need to place this image inside of a rectangular shape so I can chop that. I can punch those shapes out of it. So now that I have this large rectangle, I'll drag this image inside of it. So literally this image is now inside of the rectangle, right? See that? So now I can take the shapes that we just created. Let me move this below them. Like this shape here. And I'm going to punch that out of this shape. Boom. So now, as you can see, it's transparent back there. And I'll leave this side as is because we're going to add the overlay inside of Ecamm. I found that to be a lot easier. And I could add a bit of an outline around this. So let's just do that. Just want to add a stroke. Can't really see it, but you'll see it inside of Ecamm. So yeah, I'm good with that. So stroke. Okay. And let's go ahead and add a shadow to it as well. An outer shadow. You guys see that? You see that shadow in there? Okay. And I'll add a drop shadow to the logo too, since it's over here. And it was David, right? Yeah, so let's do with David Hunt. All right. With David Hunt. Can't see anything because it's too small. I could be typing anything right now. All right. My trusty couture. Oops. Make it smaller. These clients are texting me. Okay, so let's do 100. Let's do 200. Cool. All right, we'll keep that one like that, y'all. And then this one is ready to go. So let's do this other one. And this one will be more like how we do this one with we can do this for slides, but we'll just rock with this one for now. Yeah, we'll just stick with this one in the interest of time. Okay, so I'll go ahead and export this one out. File, export. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add a drop shadow on this. Outer shadow. Radius. Cool. There we go. All right, export. Okay. PPBE overlay. We got any questions so far, y'all, before I add these into Ecamm? Almost banned somebody, my bad. Yes, Affinity Design. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so I exported that. So now I'm going into, I'm going to minimize this. Go into Ecamm. Live demo mode. So we're going to create a new scene. Let's create a new folder first. I'm going to just call it play piano. Okay. And I'm going to create a new scene inside of here. Drag this out. How about that? So now I'm going to create a new scene. So I may disappear for a second. Hold up. Oh, that's because I'm not in showing in Ecamm. No wonder. Scene. New empty scene. Okay. Let's do PPBE screen share. 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 Let's do PPBE scr Drag this up into my folder. Once I find it. There we go. All right. PPB screen share. All right. So I'll do source blank. Then I'll add in my camera overlay for myself. I'll come back to this, but let me add in this overlay. Boom. I'm going to go back to the overlays and drag this over top. Pencil icon, shape. Let's do custom. Move this over. Change the color of the radius of, and then make it thinner to be consistent. I'm gonna adjust my framing. And almost done. I'm gonna add another camera overlay in. Change it to screen share. It needs to be a screen share overlay. Wrong one. Okay. Change it to secondary display. Shape. Custom. And I don't need any border on this. Just have it behind. But technically, being as I'm doing this, I mean, I didn't need to have it punched out. I could have just created the background and had put both of these on it, but being as though I have that shadow, so if I drag this below the overlay, like you'll see a bit of that shadow, just so it's a bit more depth. Okay, it's a bit more depth to it. And there we go. So we have this. So now let's quickly create a slide in Keynote with this design language. So we can actually use we'll actually use the other one to do that. So we're just going to use that. So let me go back into Affinity Designer. So we're going to use this as the background for our slide. Okay. All right. So I'm going to make it pop just a little bit more. I want it to be really subtle because we're going to have words on here. So at least on the right hand side, on the left hand side. So I add a shape and then fade it. And now we'll add the logo over here. And I'll add square. Put it below. Okay. So now I export this out And this can, well, I'll leave it as 4K, but we'll do the light slide. Let's add a little more sauce to this, y'all. Just like a couple lines or something on this side. And we'll have the lines. Let me see. We can do stuff inside of Keynote as well once we get in there. Yeah, I just want a little sauce. Let's just add it on this side. How about that? Feeling like Bob Ross talking about happy little trees. All right, let me check in. Okay, cool. All right, so now we'll export this. All right, PPBE for Keynote. Let me save this as well. File, save as PPBE designs. All right, so now let's open up Keynote. And new presentation. All right, so let's do the basic white one. Create. Uncheck this. Check this. So I'm gonna do color fill. I'm gonna do image fill. Can you guys see this? Hopefully you can. Let me pop back over to take off lock demo mode. Okay. All right, so right here, I'm gonna do image fill and gotta choose the right image. So choose the one we just created. Boom. And let's create a couple titles, like a title real quick. So I'm gonna add a shape. Let's do it like this. Okay. Okay. And let's add some text in. Step 1. And we'll do it in Bresley. All right, text. Bresley. Just make it like 100 points. Do 200. Step 1. Okay. And then all right. Okay. Let's just do, hold up, getting started. How about that? Okay. We'll do bullets. Let's do Gilroy. There it is. Buy a piano. Step 2. Hire an instructor. Say hi, David. Step 3. Become a musical genius. All right. So we got 3 points here. So now I'm just going to go to animate, add an effect, and we'll do, fade and move. I like that. Then we'll go to build order, and I should be able to separate these. One click, action. Haven't done this in a while, y'all. I think there's a way to separate these. Format maybe. 2, 3. One click. Maybe I need to do them individually. Help, y'all, help. Hold on. Do them individually. Let me see. Animate, add an effect, fade and move. Okay, but it's all 3. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, by not by object. Order 1. Should be by list, right? By number. Delivery by, here it is. Okay. There we go. Now they're broken out. So delivery by bullet. Okay, so now if I preview this, it should come in by bullet. Okay. All right. So now let's load this into Ecamm. But the thing is, Musical Genius, I'm going to have an overlay on this side. So Musical Genius is going to be below it. So I need to adjust that accordingly. So, boom. There we go. And I'll actually make this format bold. Okay. All right. So now, we're gonna go into Ecamm. So check this out, y'all. All right, this is gonna be interesting. So let me, let me go to live demo mode. That's gonna be the best way to show this to you guys. And let me just check on my comments really quickly. my man. So I appreciate it, Mr. Moderator. But I'm not accepting clients. So like I just send people to my marshallfox.com website. So yeah, just marshallfox.com. Yup. I appreciate you though. All right, so we should be in the live demo mode right now. So I'm gonna go back to Ecamm. Okay, so let's create a new scene. Okay, under PPBE. Let me move this stuff out the way. Oh, you know what? Let me show you guys this first. So in Keynote, this is the key, y'all. Play. We're not going to do in full screen because this is how it typically plays. We're going to do in window. Play slideshow in window. Okay, so when we hit play, it'll pop up like this, you know, and we can resize this. So if you make it small, it's going to be small in Ecamm. But if you make it as large as possible, it's going to be pretty large in Ecamm. So the stuff can be as crisp as possible. All right. So this is what we want to do. And then I still have my other information over here. Like if I have notes, or I could put this on another screen. Okay. So I'm going to create an overlay to go on that right hand side. So let me go back to Ecamm. I'm creating a new scene now. Okay. New. source blank. Okay. And I'm actually going to do, I should have did a screen share like this. And down here, I'm going to do show current application. I'm going to do Keynote, and then Untitled, because we don't have a title. So now it's in Keynote. Okay, so I can remove this. I'm going to do a new and do a new camera overlay for the right hand side. Shape custom. Y'all know I like custom. Move myself over, adjust my framing. We need to add a nice little orange border around here. You know what? We could even do a circle, to be honest. The circle will probably look fine over here as well, but we'll stick with it. Border width, add a little bit of a border. The orange. Boom. Okay, so now I can go back to, so I can go ahead and hit record and then go back to Keynote and start clicking through. So as you can see, if I move this window, it'll still be fine in Ecamm, even though it twitches a little bit. So, I probably will move it to a second screen. Okay, then I can kind of click through. So as I click through, boom, I'm recording the course. But the thing is, depending on how large or small your window is, like, let me take it off live demo mode. So so you may notice like it's not as crisp, the words, because the window is kind of small. So if I enlarge the window on my other screen in Keynote, the stuff should be a bit more crisp. Oops. Let me go back. All right, so I gotta jump back to it again, y'all. Hold on. Presenter display. Keynote Untitled. All right, so if I click through it now, see the words are a bit more crisp. So you want to have the Keynote window as large as possible. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like in live demo mode in a second. But if I make the window small, you'll notice like the words get more pixelated and not as crisp. So I'll show you what that looks like in live demo mode. So in live demo mode, so this is the size of the window here. But if I make it large, this is how it gets more crisp. Did you see the words kind of get more sharp? But if I make it small, they're a bit more blurry on the main screen. Like this. So they're a bit more blurry when it's small, but as you enlarge it, they're more crisp. Okay. So yeah, this is it, y'all. This is how to create some dope course slides in Ecamm. Yes, please guys, hit the like button if you can. We appreciate it. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. So I showed you how to do it in Keynote, to design it. Well, if you use Affinity, and this is exactly what I do when I create my course. Even though, like I said, the most recent one, I didn't really, outside of the masterclass, I didn't do it. And I didn't use Keynote. I just used a simple screen share like I showed you. And I'll just show you guys that really quickly one more time. Like this. So I literally had the PDFs up, the workbooks up, and I was kind of going through them. Oops. I was going through them on this side. So been getting great response so far. So, but yeah, you guys have any questions? And let me jump back to the other scene. Let's see. Cool. If you guys don't have any questions, I guess that wraps it up. I appreciate everyone for tuning in to episode 15 of Marshall Creates with Ecam. If you have to check out the replay, definitely do so. But yeah, Keynote plus Ecam is like a match made in heaven, y'all. Truly. So yeah, if you're a course creator, it's so easy. So easy. All right, you guys. Well, I appreciate everyone for tuning in, and I will see you all next week. Peace.